Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am going to implement C# bank application in this video. The application will teach you how to use polymorphism, inheritance is the relationship, aggregation, and other object-oriented concepts. Introduction. This application is to demonstrate object-oriented programming concepts of C# programming language, including inheritance, abstract classes, abstract methods, overriding, and polymorphism with user interactive, manual-driven application for the sake of learning programming. This application will give you an exposure to different programming concepts of C# language. It also includes aggregation, relationship, represented through a bank class that will manage the bank accounts. Inheritance is a relationship. Is a relationship indicates that a class is a subclass of another class. Is a relationship promotes code reuse, which is basic advantage of object-oriented programming. For example, a person is a base class and a student is a subclass of the person class. Now student is also a person. Polymorphism provides another advantage where child classes can override the base class methods and provide their own functionality by overriding the base class functions. Abstract classes cannot be instantiated. The account class in this application will be abstract class that we cannot invoke or instantiate. Abstract methods must be overridden in the child class so that we can create objects of child classes or concrete classes. Overridden methods called for polymorphism through the late binding. Implementation. The application will include following classes: bank account abstract class that will encapsulates balance field and account number. Checking class will be the child class of the bank account class, and it will add a transaction fee on a withdrawal transaction. Savings account. This class is also a subclass of bank account class, and it will add a yearly interest rate that we can apply and add to the balance. Bank class, this will aggregate the accounts and provides methods to manage them. Driver code. This will be a window-based application to interact with the application and provides UI to create accounts, deposit, and withdraw transactions, and also can transfer from one account to another and apply interest rates on the savings accounts. Let's begin. Thank you guys. This is the UI for the bank application that I am going to create in the video. Okay, here we have a combo box that will populate with account numbers when we create an account. To create an account, we need to select a radio box for the checking account or the savings account. So when we create, it will add the account number here, and when we select it, it will display the balance and account number. So we can do transactions, deposit and withdrawal transactions, and also let's create another account for the savings. Create, and we have another account, both accounts here, and we can transfer. To transfer, we need to select one account and it will populate account number and balance, and then we need to enter second account's account number and the amount and click transfer, and it will transfer the funds to that account and withdraw from this account. Next, we can apply interest to our saving account. Interest is only applicable to the savings account. For checking account, transaction will fail and a notification will be shown to the user. and exit button will exit the application. That's it guys. Let's begin the application coding. Thank you. Hello guys. I have created a window form application in Visual Studio 2019. Let's begin our UI first. Rename the form. Make it bank form. And let's test if there is any problem, because sometimes renaming the form from Application Explorer result in lot of errors. Okay, no errors. So let's start coding. So first we change the font, so we will have some little bigger font here because my display is little big, and let's set it 12. It will increase the window size. Let's reduce the window size. Okay. Bank application. Okay, we need few things to add. First we will add a main label. Let's name it bank application. Change its font, make it a bit bigger. Let's say 18 and bold. Okay, this is our bank application. Now label for the selection of the account, and text select account, and a drop down list combo box, okay, and we will add account numbers into it, so we can select and display account number. This is different from what we did in Java showing application. So here a label, account number, and here we will put a text box. And let's copy these two. Okay, here we will show balance. Balance. Okay, now we need to select. Let's add one more for the amount of transaction. Amount. Let's place it here. It will make more sense. Okay. Now account number, amount, and balance. We need these three things. And for the transfer account. Okay. Account number, and let's put 2. And this is from. Okay, let's add buttons. Create account button, withdraw button. Let's reduce the size. And this is deposit, and this one for withdraw, transfer, apply, and exit. Okay, create, deposit, withdraw, transfer, and this is the way of setting hotkeys, and apply. And when you run alt and the letter, it will execute the function, and exit. Okay, these are our functions. Okay, let's change the names. TBO accounts, txt, account from, txt, account to, sorry, this one txt, LBL. You don't need to set these. Label 19, txt, account to, txt amount, and txt balance. Okay, we can make it read only. Okay, these buttons, btn create, btn deposit, btn withdraw, and transfer, and apply, and btn exit. If you want to learn the programming and how to use everything and build up a application, follow every step in the video. It may be a little lengthy, but it will give you a insight how to build, how to develop a proper application. Okay, now our front end is ready. Let's go to add classes. Add class account. This is our base class. Add two more classes for accounts. Checking account, add here, savings account. Now bank class for the collection of accounts and manage the accounts. Bank. Okay, let's begin with accounts. Okay, this is our base class. Base class for accounts. It's abstract. So abstract class account. Okay, now we need account number and balance. Private int account number, private, let's say double balance. Okay, now here let's make it protected. We can access it in the child classes. Okay, constructor public account. Okay, we need to pass two things. Number one, account number, int account number. Let's say double init balance. Let's make two constructors we will use in the future to load from the files. Okay, constructor with account number. This dot account number is the account number and balance 0. Public account int account number double init balance. This dot account number is equal to account number and balance is equal to init balance. Okay, constructor with account number and initial balance. Okay, now balance property, public double balance. Okay, we will make this property read only a get statement, return balance. Okay, this will only use to access read only property. Okay, now account is also a read only property. Public int account number get return account number. So it's no way we can set these values from calling any method, only constructor to initialize the object. Read only property for account number. Okay, now we need three methods: public abstract, let's say boolean deposit, and double amount. Okay, this is method to deposit an amount. Okay, another public abstract boolean withdraw double amount. We will implement these in the child classes. Abstract methods must be implemented before the any class extending account class can be invoked. Okay, method to withdraw funds. Okay, now transfer, public abstract boolean transfer, int from account, int to account, and double amount. Function to transfer funds. Okay. Okay, now do we need anything else? I think no. This is enough. Okay, let's start with deposit. Checking account. Okay, checking account. This will extend the account class. Okay, we need to implement constructors. Okay, let's copy constructor from here and we will edit them. Checking. Okay, and we will pass parameters to the base class. Base account number. We don't need to set these here. And same way we will edit this one. Call the base class constructor, pass the parameters, init balance, and remove them. We don't need. Okay, what is the error? abstract methods. We will implement them later. Okay, add the transaction fee on withdrawal. Whenever a withdrawal is made, transaction fee will be called. Private const, let's say double fee, let's say 1.75. okay, we will deduct this from the balance. Okay, rest of everything will remain same, and we will remove the abstract and implement it. Okay, implementation is simple. Check positive if when you program in multiple languages like I do. I program in almost 50 plus programming languages, and at times it is difficult to switch from one syntax to another. I mostly code in Java, so most of the time my mistakes are I use Java style code in Python and other languages that use different. Especially I face problem when I code in Dart and Kotlin. If amount is less than 0, let's say console dot, we put the error message in the console. Okay, we can return these message. We can make a separate class to handle the errors and display them on the UI, but that will extend the application scope, and we will make more robust applications in the future. This is for the beginners, so we will keep things simple. Okay, amount to withdraw must be positive. Okay, return false. We can simply return false and handle it in the UI. Okay, let's do that. It is better. Else, deposit the amount. Okay, balance plus is equal to amount, and we return true. That's it. Okay, now for the withdraw, remove the abstract keyword to make it implemented withdraw matter. Okay, same way we check for amount is greater than 0, should be positive. Okay, now here return false. Okay, now here sufficient balance. If amount is less than equal to balance, we do the transaction. Okay, our transaction is balance subtract. Okay, we need to check the transaction fee also, plus fee. Okay, if fee plus amount is less than balance, we subtract amount plus fee. Okay, that's it, and we return true, otherwise we return false. Okay, transfer, remove the abstract, implement the function. Okay, we need here bank account. Yes, let's change it, account. Okay, let's change the signature from the account class. Account class, this is account class. Okay, transfer, we don't need this one because the color function will, color object will be used here, and we use it account object. Okay, let's remove this one and this one. Okay, we need amount. Amount. Okay, that's it. We will edit it here, transfer, and that's it. We need to remove this one. Okay, now first check amount positive and amount balance is sufficient. Okay, so I think if we call withdraw function, withdraw amount, and it return true, we are good to transfer. So deposit account.deposit amount, return true and return false. We come here whenever this amount is negative or the amount is not, the balance is not sufficient, because we have did all these things in the withdraw class. So calling or using the already written code is a good idea. We don't need to rewrite the same code again and again. That is the beauty of object-oriented programming. So our class is complete. We can copy. I think access issue does not implement inherited method. Withdraw, why not? Okay, override. We need to use public override, and this here again, override. If we do not use override keyword here, because CSharp requires it, it will hide the parent class method signature but does not implement it. In Java, we don't need to add override keyword. That is the difference of syntax in Java programming and Python and CSharp and lot more. Let's copy all this and we will edit the code in the savings class. Let's copy entire. No. Here. Leave two braces. Let's go to savings. Inside it, copy paste. First we change this. Add the, and this is our interest rate. IR, let's say 0.375, and we change the account name. We don't need to change anything else, and extend the base class. Okay, we are good to go for constructors. Now the deposit function, and this function is also good, and withdraw function, we don't need this, so we remove the fee and we are good to go. And here we are also good to go. Now we add one more function, public void, let's say double, apply interest. Okay, calculate interest, that is balance multiplied by P, and add it, deposit interest and return interest, so that we can show in the GUI how much we have added. Okay, apply interest to the balance. Okay, this is specialization for the savings class. Let's implement bank class. Bank class will serve as the collection of accounts. So we need list, private list. This is from collections.generic module, namespace, account, accounts, and our constructor public bank. Okay, when we write classes like bank or the controller classes or the aggregate classes, we can do the housekeeping within the constructor of the class. For example, if we are loading accounts from database or loading accounts from the file, we can do this inside the constructor. So here we are not loading the previously persisted data, so we only accounts. This is our empty account list. Okay, first function, public void add account. So account this dot account dot add account. Simple function, add account, create bank object. Okay, now we need a way to create account number. So let's make sequential account numbers. We can create random and we have to check for the already existing. So for simplification, we can private static int, and let's say next account number is equal to, and you can say we start with 1000. Okay, public static int, okay, next account number, and we return account number, return. We can use plus plus next account number also with the prefix increment operator. Okay, get the next account number will be used in the account creation. Okay, now we need to get account, public account get account int account number. Okay, so we can use for each statement, account in accounts, return if account dot account number is equal to account number, and we return account. Okay, this is very handy. This is almost the same as for loop new for loop in the Java, but this is older one, and this is also same loop in the Visual Basic.NET. Return null means account does not exist with this account number. Get an account. Okay, now transactions, public boolean deposit int account number and double amount. Okay, we get the account first. Account is equal to get account number, check for existence. If account is not equal to null, account will return account dot deposit amount. Okay, here we return false, means account does not exist. Okay, deposit amount. Okay, next function is public boolean withdraw int account number double amount, and copy this code and just change the function. Just change this to withdraw and we are done. Withdraw amount. Okay, now transfer. Public boolean transfer int from account int, let's say account number, int to account number double amount. Okay, let's find the accounts. Account from account, okay, get account from account number. Okay, account to account, get account to account number. Okay, check both exist. If from account is not equal to null and to account is not equal to null. Okay, and here return false. Okay, now here what we do, we will return call of the transfer from account dot transfer and pass the to account, to account and amount. So we are calling transfer function from the from account and we will transfer to account this amount. Okay, transfer function is done. Okay, now we need apply public and double apply interest. Okay, int account number, and that's it. Find it. Account is equal to get account number. Now we need to check if this is a saving account. If account is savings account. Okay, is this the function? This is same as instance of function in the Java. Okay, if this is the savings account, we return account dot and we need to cast it. So to cast savings account, this is explicit cast account dot apply interest. We return it. Okay, if this is not savings account, return let's say -1, so we can show the error message. Okay, transfer funds. Okay, now what else we need to do? We need to get a list of account numbers. Okay, public list int get account numbers. Okay, list int account numbers, new list. Okay, for each account in accounts. Okay, we add account numbers dot add account dot account number. Okay, we will have the list. Return it. We will populate the combo box with these numbers. Okay, list of account numbers. Okay, now our code is almost ready. If we need something, we will write it again. Okay, let's create. First function, create. Okay, here we will create a account. Okay, we need to add few things. 1 minute. Okay, let's bring it a bit down. Okay, and account title, select account type, add 2 radio buttons. Let's say this one and one more. This one is for checking account. Let's name it already check. and this one, let's make some room. This is our savings account already savings. Savings account, and by default this is checked. Okay guys, now create. Okay, if we need to add bank class object, private bank, and create it inside the constructor, new bank. Okay, now if already checking dot checked, if we need to create checking account. Okay, so what we need is id, int account number, bank dot next account number. Okay, account is equal to new checking account number, bank dot add account, and we need to add to combo box. Okay, and this dot cbo account dot items dot clear. Okay, we clear all the previous one and we add the new one. For each int number in bank dot get account numbers, this dot cbo accounts dot items dot add number. Okay, so when we create a new account, all the existing accounts, the account numbers will be added to the drop down box. Okay, now we have let's show a message. Let's show this at the end, so that message box dot show account has been created with id. This is new way of string interpolation. Let's put it here and let's set it to 0. Account number. Okay, now we will create savings account. Okay, just copy this. Okay, we can even shift this code outside the block, so it will run only once, and we only need to write it once instead of 2 times to make it an efficient code. Okay, this is savings account, and that's it. We are done with creating new account and populating this. Okay, now let's select index change method for display account details. Okay, so int index this dot cbo dot selected index. If index is greater than equal to 0, read the int account number. Okay, this dot cbo dot selected item dot to string. Let's parse it. int dot parse. Okay, get the account, bank dot get account, account number. Okay, display txt account from dot text account dot account number. Okay, instead of toString, this is better. That's it. This is our selection. Now let's test it. Okay, run. Okay, create account. We don't need anything except selection these two. Okay, let's say checking account. Create account has been created and this should be populated. Okay, now if we select it, it will show. And let's display the balance also. Txt balance dot text is equal to account dot balance dot toString. Let's make it a currency 02 with 2 decimal places. Okay, now let's implement deposit. Okay, for the deposit, account must be selected. Okay, amount provided. So first thing first, index this dot selected index. Okay, if idx is greater than equal to 0 means an account is selected for the deposit transaction. Okay, here get the amount, double amount 0. Okay, and we use try parse so that program should not crash. So if int dot try parse txt amount dot text out amount. Okay, this is out parameter amount. Out double, need double here, double, and that's it. Okay, if we are successful, otherwise message box the show you have entered invalid amount. Okay, now amount is valid and account is selected. So int account number int dot try parse txt account number from dot text and out account number. Okay, now bank dot deposit account number and amount. Let's say we show message. If it is successful, message box dot show deposit transaction successful. Else dot show deposit transaction failed. Okay, let's clear the txt amount dot text rest of every and update the balance. Txt balance dot text is equal to bank dot get account number dot balance dot to string E02. Okay, this is updated balance. That's it. Now the withdrawal. We will copy this code to implement the withdrawal. Okay. Withdraw amount. Okay, let's copy all the stuff. Okay, we selected and amount is provided and amount is passed. Once it is passed, we will withdraw. Okay, if withdrawal is successful, we will notify the user. That's it. Updated message, and just copy this, copy here, and invalid amount. That's it. Withdraw is done. Okay, next we will implement transfer. Okay, transfer amount. Okay, let's copy this. We will add it to suit our needs in the transfer. Okay, we need to select a from account. Okay, from account is selected. Now here need to get to account number. Int to account number is equal to 0 if int dot tryparts txt account from dot text out to account number. Okay, if this is successful, we will pass the amount. So we need to be here. One minute, something is wrong. Okay, copy this. Okay, this is here, and we need to add another else message box. Please select an account to do transaction. Okay, second account else message box the show. Please enter to account number or transfer account number. Okay, inside it we need to pass the amount. Okay, if the amount is successfully passed, we will do transfer. So account number to account number and amount. Okay, transfer transaction successful. Transaction failed, and you enter wrong amount, you enter transfer account number, and you need to select an account number. Let's change, let's put this here also. Copy. Okay, here this is for account selection, and here also. Okay, now we need to implement this thing. Okay, apply interest to selected account. Okay, let's copy one of these. Let's say from deposit, just copy it, put it into apply. Okay, we need to select an account. We don't need anything from here, and let's we delete this. We delete this because we don't need amount. Okay, here we need to have account number. 1 minute, let's keep few things. Okay, amount, let's remove this, let's remove this. Okay, we have account number now. Shift tab, and we don't need and bank dot apply. Okay, we only need account number, that's it, and this returns an amount. Double amount is equal to this. Okay, now amount is greater than equal to 0. Okay, interest added. Amount. Okay, we will show the interest added in the message box and clear the amount unnecessary though, and we will update the balance, and otherwise transaction failed. That's it, we are done. Unnecessary sign. Okay, but it is good to assign the value. Okay, now exit button is simple. You just close the form. Close. Let's test it. Okay guys, so we will create accounts. Let's create checking account. To create an account, we only need to select the radio bar, either checking account or a saving account. So checking account create, and this account is created with the 1001 account number, and it is also added into here in the combo box for the selection. If we select it, it will display the account number and the current balance. Okay, let's create a saving account. Create saving account created. Now we have two accounts here. Let's deposit some funds. Let's say 5,000. Deposit successful. Balance updated. Let's add two more. Deposit and successful. 7,000. Let's do a withdrawal. 2,000. Withdrawal. Withdrawal also apply a fee on the checking account. So it is 1.75 less than 5,000. Okay, now transfer. Let's check the balance of this account. 0. Now we will transfer funds from this account into this one. 1002, and let's put 3,000. Transfer. Okay, amount 3,000 and successfully transferred. Okay, this is the balance of this account. Let's send the transfer amount to the other one, and on transfer 1.75 is also applied because of withdrawal. Okay, this account have the balance of 3,000 because we had transferred the funds to this account. Okay, now this account add some more funds here, 25,000, let's say, deposit. Okay, we have 28,000. Now let's apply interest. This is savings account, so an amount of 1,105 I think is deposited. Okay, the amount is deposited here. And that's it, exit.